Hello AIESECers on YouTube, welcome to the second part of my Let's Play of Virtual LCP. Now if you remember in the first part, we heroically and intelligently used our wonderful skills as local committee president to recruit 12 members. Pretty good. We made the best use of our vice president's talents, their motivation and presentation. We used minimal financial resources. We paid for only two tables in our store, and we still managed to recruit a good 12 for only 25. Here's something we can see how our members have how our vice presidents have improved from this week. Now, we have 12 members now, but the challenge for this part will be, can we keep them? We're going to want to develop their skills, but our short-term goal will be to keep them, and that will be extremely dependent on the skills of their vice presidents. Now if Sam is poor in her various skills, this will affect her team. Obviously you're not going to be motivated if your vice president is having problems, and if she has poor IT skills, they're going to learn less than they normally would. So let's see how Sam has changed. If we scroll over here, her motivation has gone up 5 points since the last week. Some of this very small amount from the mentoring meeting we had, half a point from the email, or quarter of a point from another email we sent. If you remember, we asked her how she was, if we all done, or we told her to think about being LCP. All that made her happy. And importantly, she had plus 3 points from her success. That means she was so happy to get 6 members that she improved her motivation by 3 points. And if we look here, presentation, because we had her doing Freshers Fair, that we gave her 3 shifts if I recall, because she was the strongest, her presentation has improved by 2.1, which is good. Till's improved by 2, good. Let's see, he's gone up 3.2%. He's gone only 2 from recruitment success, even though he is the same members. This is because OGX normally has more members than AIESEC, so he would probably have wanted more than Sam. But if you remember what our business plan goals were, where is it? Sam wanted 5 members by the end of this term, Till wanted 5 too. So currently we're actually beating that, but we might lose some, so yeah. And Roshni improved 5 presentation points, even though we didn't make much use of her at the store. That's because she did a lot of the orientation day sessions. That's what a VP Talent Management does. They're going to lead the local committees, the skill sessions and that. So if she's low in presentation and motivation and these skills, she'll pass that on to all the others. They'll be less motivated, they'll learn less. But if she's good, great, that's great for us. They'll improve their skills more. So if we want to develop our members, our basic CM committee members, we have to start by making sure our vice presidents are trained up, and we have to keep encouraging them. So I'm very happy with Roshni. I'm pleased with your progress. Well done, Roshni. Okay, let's look at our members. Now, normally I wouldn't just say I've got to do a mentoring meeting to get their fast track club. There's a way to do it all in one without me having to click on this. If you look here, now that recruitment is over, Roshni is available to work on a certain task, a project, and we can choose it. We can choose it to refine the mentoring system. It would take her 5 days, and this would make sure all have or will have a meeting with their mentors in a 2-week time period. And this will also increase the motivation bonus from each meeting by 0.5, which is not really, seems a small amount, but when you have members maybe only increasing their motivation by 1 point per week, that really comes into play. That could affect whether they stay or go. So this would be good, but I'm not sure I have the 5 days to wait. Some of my members are probably going to quit this week if I don't keep them happy, if I don't attend to them, send them emails, ask them how they are, or plan the appropriate local committee meeting. So I'm not going to do that. What should I ask her to do? Study good case practices, she'll choose a better agenda and she'll get 5 points motivation. Now this is good, but all of these are good. Create new sessions, improve her own skills, late recruitment campaign. I want them all, but if you remember from the agenda list for orientation day, we had very few sessions. So I'm going to want her to work on a session, because each session, if you use it, it's going to be less and less attractive to the new members. They'll maybe learn less, but they'll also get bored. And would you really keep coming to society if it's the same session over and over again? I don't think so. So, right. Now, Roshni, if I ask her here, she will create a new session. It will take 10 days of work, which means 2 weeks in this time. And it will be 50% as powerful, as motivational, as one that the MC gives us or we can get for a conference. That doesn't sound as good, but it's still going to be pretty important, because by the time she's done, the sessions we have at the moment will probably be weaker than that. They'll have been repeated so often, so we will probably need this. She's not started yet, but that will change if I move to next day. Now let's quickly go check all. This is annoying when you have a lot of members. And this is why to make sure your members stay, you have to pay a lot of individual contact to them. You have to train them, you have to make sure they're okay. Now the larger your committee is, the harder that is, because it takes a lot of work. And in this game you can see it's a bit annoying having to do all this. So, but if I put in the effort, hopefully it will pay out. Right, let's see. Well, no. There we go. Please meet reviewer. Okay, so we have Hera for the I-16. Now that's pretty. Now members will be starting with about a minimum of 40%. But if you remember from that email we saw, I think from Jamie, members quit if they go below 40%. So she's not in danger of quitting this week. That's pretty good. Her skills aren't bad. I'm worried about her teamwork. If their skills in, say, teamwork are so low, that means they won't participate in a session that actually improves that. Let me explain that. Okay, say OGX attends a recruitment fair, attends the internship fair. All the OGX team members who help out at the stall improve their presentation, which is good. You know, we'd want Hera to improve her presentation. But if you're really poor at presentation, the paradox is that you're probably too nervous or shy to attend. So we're going to want to make sure we can improve her presentation, or her teamwork, that's the low one, in a local committee session, so she can participate in Girl Sam's team activities that involve teamwork. Maybe something like marketing strategy, planning as a team. I wouldn't want, she might miss out on that because of that. And if she misses out on that, it means she might not improve her motivation enough to stay with us. So that's something. Dan, now he's a bit lower. That's still not bad. His skills are generally all better. The lowest is 32.39 for leadership, and that's not particularly important this term. It will be next when people are standing for election. Okay, I'm very happy with Dan. Well done, Dan. Lucy. Oh God, we're going lower, aren't we? Oh dear. Problem solving is worryingly low. Okay. 44%, which now, if we picked a very bad local committee session, and if she didn't join in with the team activity, she would leave. Members want to know that they learned something, because if they don't learn something, then why are they attending? So she could lose 5 points motivation because of the stress, SE stress academic, and another maybe 2 or 3% because we haven't impressed her. We haven't taught her anything, which would maybe mean 8 down, so she'd quit. Right. Oh, Brent, we are getting worse. Okay, you're doing well. See what she sends Lucy. I think I'm taking more responsibility. Okay, Clara. Here's a good one, Clara. Teamwork is lower, but she's doing well. IT is low. There's a lot of tasks in the OGX team involving IT, like researching or matching. This means she might not take part. I wanted to. She's got a high motivation, so Carol, another high one. Good except for problem solving. Okay. OGX team now. Agnieszka, who I believe is now president of Oxford. Not bad motivation. Problem solving, pool presentation. Okay, Jana. Motivation 43, she might leave. Let's see. How are you doing? Okay, Eloy. IT is very low. Sending him a text. Now you can't do this too often. You can't just spam them with praise texts, because like real people, they'll get a bit creeped out. Say, why are you emailing me so much? They want, oh, Miriam. Miriam is very... She might be a candidate for being a team leader. Mohammed, he could quit, yikes. 42, it's probably the lowest we've had. But we haven't had any who were the absolute minimum, which is 40. That's very good. Sabrina. Oh, Sabrina. Teamwork. This is probably the worst. Low teamwork, low IT. We're going to really have to work on that. If you remember from OD, we had a AIESEC.net session that would improve IT skills. I might pick that, because there are quite a few with poor IT skills. And OGX team have to research and match. Okay. Right, so we've seen our members, and we have a local committee meeting to plan, don't we? Local committee meeting, brilliant. Right, what have we got? We've only got one icebreaker. We have very few sessions, so we're probably going to be boring our members through repeating them. Now, okay, Roshni has chosen History of AIESEC again. Now, if we see here, its strength is weak. That means it won't motivate people a lot. And repeatability, awful. It means if we use it again, it's even worse. And the attribute it improves is only motivation, compared to teamwork, which improves teamwork and the motivation. Now this is stronger. It's got a high strength. And repeatability, that means if we use it a second term, it won't improve motivation as much, but it'll still be pretty good. Let's see, GCM training. We haven't used this a lot, at all actually. An inspirational presentation about the global competency model, encouraging members to plan their development with their members. Now here's interesting. This has a better, it's strong and it's highly repeatable. So at first glance it's better than say AIESEC.net, which has medium strength and repeatability is poor, teamwork, strong, medium. But GM only improves motivation, it doesn't improve a skill. So that's the trade-off. We have to decide we could get a quick hit, we could improve motivation quickly with this, but they're not going to develop their skills, and in the long term that will make them less motivated. This is all the things you've got to think about when you're an LCP or VPTM, how to plan your sessions. Work abroad, that's another great motivational hit, and it's very highly repeatable. We can use it again and again before they get too bored of it. But I think it's a toss-up between Team Exercise and AIESEC.net, I think. Teamwork is strong, AIESEC.net is medium, but we haven't done it yet. So I think, I'm very indecisive about this. This week is the most dangerous week for losing the new members. If we can get through this week, we're doing well. So I don't know really which to pick. This will improve. Okay, I'm going to go for, I said AIESEC.net, I'm going to go for that. Okay, and we have two dancers, go away. We have two dancers, Shisha Shah and Cognite Joe. Strength, weak. They don't improve motivation too much, but they're useful. They could be the deciding value that decides whether a member stays or goes. And they're highly repeatable. Essentially, you'd have to use them all of them. These dancers are great. And yeah, I'm going to Shisha Shah, there we go. Okay. Right, I think we've done, do we have any tasks? Oh, I forgot access. Okay, we can buy places. We've got to do it by Friday. Now, I don't want to buy places and find out that the members have quit. I'm going to wait till after the local committee meeting, which is tomorrow, to see how our members are doing, to see how our session choices have affected them, whether or not they took part in a team activity, and then I'll make my decision about how many places to buy, because I have a lot of cash. Let's see, I haven't got my income for the realisation yet, but I've got 295, so I can buy quite a few conference places. I also want to save up and use the regional ones. There is, let's see, Southern Rocks is at the end of week 6, Now this is cheaper, so it would make more sense to go. But by the week 6, I don't expect to have members quitting. The danger time is this week and maybe next week. So that means access is more expensive but more useful. So this is another trade-off. Shall I spend all my money? I think it's 3 times as much. And I also have to think ahead to next term when there's LDS, which is very expensive. But hopefully by LDS, next term we will have this realised, which means £400, so that'll pay for the conference spaces there. Okay, let's go Tuesday. Got some emails. Oh, Daniel is evaluating our recruitment. Good recruitment. It could have been better. Yeah, it could have been. Post campaign was good. Freshers fair was good. OD was good. How could it have been better? It couldn't have. There we go. Thank you, Daniel. You still haven't evaluated our local committee, have you? Never mind. Girlfriend's happy. Decent members. Providing non-quit. I hope so too, Sam. Roshni, I think recruitment went well. I think too. I'm happy with your progress. Oh, Jana. Oh, she's one of our new members, and I sent her, how are you doing? Didn't expect you to message me. I don't think AIESEC is really the thing for me. Sorry. Oh, don't quit, Jana. Please don't quit. Okay, tomorrow. Wednesday. Oh, I forgot to see Jamie's email, didn't I? Up here. Greetings from Bristol. Members 5 percentage points each week. Great. If LCM and team let them by 7, then they lose 5, we have a net weekly gain of 2 in this series. A weekly gain of 2 would be great. If we get everyone gaining about 2 points, then by the end of term, they'll be at the level which they could be team leaders. Maybe into the 60s. Maybe even the 70s, if we play well. But if you fail to impress a member, they will keep losing motivation until they dip below 40% point mark and likely quit. Oh dear. How to keep them? New members gain motivation from enjoying the agenda of the LC meeting. So there's a difference between actually enjoying the agenda, having fun, and then enjoying how much you've learned from it. And that's the second. They gain motivation by learning from sessions as well as enjoying them. But for the enjoying, it's new and repeated sessions that tend to be the most powerful. Yeah, that makes sense. You wouldn't enjoy the same one the second time as much. And the presentation skills will be fun and informative. I wish we had one of them. We don't. This is true for AIESEC team meetings where they learn by doing. Negative spirals. A demotivated member is less likely to take part in team activities. Yeah, that's true. So they will lose even more motivation. If you remember those members I identified as being likely quitters, yeah, none of them will take part in the team activities. That's why it's important to stay in contact with them to encourage them to keep attending. I'll probably lose 1. Some of them might be, but I don't want to lose 2. 1 will be acceptable, but no more. Other ways of motivating: give them conf places, keep in touch without being stalkerish. Or here's something: keeping your VPs motivated is important. An unenthusiastic VP will demotivate members. A poor VTM gives poor skill sessions. Yep. A poor VP ICX or OJX will struggle to raise EPs or TNs and will fail to improve their members' skills. That's bad. We need our members' skills improving. And a VP also quit if they fall below 40%. Here's interesting. They may start getting lazy at 65%, so they'll stop doing things. They'll stop doing reports for us. And even maybe below that, they'll stop doing team activities, which is really bad because if they do that, their members will quit and will be dreadful. Oh, Daniel, we've got our evaluation. When I look at an EB, I give them executive board. That's me and the 3 vice presidents: Girl, Sam, Roshni and Till. Give them a value of excellent, very good, good, I would give your EP a rating of very good for motivation. I'm happy with that because I have worked to keep them motivated. I've encouraged them, and I think I handed out responsibility pretty evenly. Give your EB a rating of average for skills. That's a bit worrying. Average, I would have preferred good for that, because average EB skills means worse than average for members, for the committee members, because the EB have to teach them. That was strongest in OGX. That's interesting. Oh, that's bad. The area your LC looks to be having most problems is talent management, so it's deemed that maybe Roshni is the weakest. Oh. And the thing is, talent management, although OGX and ICX seem to produce the results like raises, realizations, they need a strong talent management propping that up. and a weak talent management will be bad. And we want members quitting. If members quit, then the VPs will quit as well. Because if you're vice president and the members quit, you get demotivated. Roshni in particular, she's our VPTM. It's her job to keep our members. It's her job to keep 102%. That'll drop down at the end of the week. It's her job to keep them motivated and to keep the members. So if members quit, she's going to lose a lot of motivation per quit. In fact, if enough of them quit, she will quit. And Girl Sam, until, same to a lesser extent, they'll only be affected by quitters in their team, whereas Roshni will be affected for the whole LC. Let's just see the rest of the emails. Brenda, well done, thanks, I'm trying. She was ICX. Lucy, other than ICX. Take more responsibility. I don't think I'm good enough, but thanks. I think you are good enough, Lucy. I'm happy with your progress. Eloy, well done, you think so, thanks. Thanks for your message. I think I sent them because I was worried about them, let's see. Oh, Roshni's task. Create a new presentation session. In progress. Right. Well, our VPs are very high motivation. I don't need to worry about them for a while. Let's see. Now these motivations, they'll drop down over the weekend. We haven't taken into account the 5% drop. Let's just say the danger of quitting. Hera and Dayan aren't. In fact, they've actually improved quite a lot. I think they must have taken part in the team activities. We'll find out when we ask for reports. Dayan, Lucy, you're not in danger of quitting. Brenda, Carol. Okay, no one in the AIESEC team will quit this week. And that's good, because if they don't quit this week, that means we've got a better chance of keeping them. The longer they stay in, the more likely they are to take part in the AIESEC team activities. And the more they take part in team activities, as well as just attending LCM, the higher their motivation will be. And we won't lose them. Oh yes, team, this was poorer, wasn't it? Agnieszka, you're very high, I'm happy with you. Jana, not so high, but we won't lose her. But we might struggle to keep us rated enough to keep taking part in Till's activities. Eloy, you're fine. Miriam, well done. I bet you're going to be a sub-team leader. I bet you are. Mohammed, bit low, but I think we'll keep you. Sabrina, you will. Oh yes. Okay, Sabrina. We could theoretically lose Sabrina if she isn't. No, I don't think we can. Sabrina will lose 5 percentage points, as Jamie said, from the academic stress of being an Oxford student. Oh, it's so hard. If she hasn't learned anything, she could lose another 3 points, and that would take her below 40. But she must have learnt something. Even if she didn't take part in Till's activity, Roshni gave a lovely MyISEC.net session yesterday, and she did attend that, so she's fine too. You're doing well. Okay, let's go to. Oh, I've got to. Must remember to do my buy conference places. Okay, yes, I will change it, Roshni. Mohammed, you think so? Thanks. Oh, you're happy? Okay, thanks. Let's go for this quickly. We're taking far too long. But the rest of the term will speed up. Once we're sure that our members won't quit, we can speed up. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to buy a conference place for Roshni because I need the new sessions. I want to send my and because Daniel said the VPTM was the weakest area of our LC. So we're going to address that by sending Roshni to conference. And because these two are so strong, I'm not going to send them, I think. I'll maybe send them to the regional one. So we're going to buy one conference place. I think the decision is 3 or 4. Sabrina, I think I'll send her to conference. Mohammed, I don't have to decide who I'm sending, but I do have to decide the places, so. They're actually doing very well. I've got a good crop. There's not many who are in danger of leaving. So I might be able to get away with just 3 places. And then we can save more for the regional. Let's see, conference delegate place. £75 per place. Oh dear. 6 motivation for each new member. 3.5 motivation for each VP. And if a VPTM goes, we get 2 skill sessions, icebreakers and 1 dance. If OGX or if Till or Girlson goes, 1 skill session, icebreaker, dance. So if we sent our whole executive board, we get a lot of sessions. I mean, that is very tempting. But this is a new members conference. This is another big turning point for us. We have to decide the direction we want to take our LC in. Now, we could get lots and lots of sessions for the long term, while on the other hand we need to develop our members by getting the motivation. It's short-term motivation now. I think because I gave Roshni the order to create a presentation session, and because she's going to get 2 from going to conference now, that should serve as well for the term. So I think I'm going to send 1 VP, Roshni, and the rest will be local committees. So that's, let's see, 2 places is 150. Oh, this is using up all our cash. Oh no, we can't afford 4 places, oh dear. Okay, that's it decided, 3 places. There we go. £70. We should be able to afford some regionals. I think they were £25. And by then we should have our income from our realised DPs, so we should be able to afford a lot then. Okay, next. Oh, we've got just out of time. We can only put our order for conference places in at once. We can't go back and add more. And now Daniel's just sent us the income for our realisation, so we could have bought 1 more place with that. 2 even if I'd wanted to. Oh, never mind. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you very much. Mohammed, it's kind of you suggest it, but I think someone else was in for team leader. Well, I do too, Mohammed. I think it's going to be Miriam, but okay. I'm impressed with your progress. Right. Oh, I need to pick the session. Let's see. Oof, what have we got? Oh, we already used magic on. Well, let's pick the dance. The dance will be Cotton Eye Joe. And Roshni's picked Introduction to OGX. That will not do, Roshni. They already know what OGX is. Bad. You see, if we'd asked Roshni to study good case practices, she'd be picking a better agenda. As it is, we have to sort of overrule her. But I decided it would be better use of her resources to research a new skill session. Okay, I'm torn between team exercise and GCM. Now, team exercise has already been used, but it does improve team working, which some of our members need. Many of our members need it, they were quite weak in that. GCM hasn't been used, gives a high motivation hit, and it's repeatable. But it doesn't teach them skills. I think I'm going, oh, this is hard. The thing is, this has already been done, so the motivation, the funness of this session will be less. It's not fresh, they've done it. But it will improve their team working quite a high amount. So, okay, I'm going to go, I've decided, team working. Right, and I can change my mind on Monday, which I probably won't. Hit next week. Okay. Oh, I'm stalking Mohammed. Wow, you should like to message me. Sorry, I'm sending him too many messages. Frederica, need delegate names. Allocate your places or lose them. Yes, sir. Actually, I hope you are choosing who you're sending to conference. Newies, me, please. Yes. Thank you for your messages. I promise you, Roshni, 1 will be you. Girls, I'm super happy. Oh, how are you today? Just emailing to say you're a fantastic LCP. So Girl Sam is happy with how I'm running the local committee. Good. I hope you're still happy with me because I'm not when I don't send you to conference. Okay. See, now because it's the Monday, we can see how badly our members have been hit by the weekend of essay writing. We haven't lost any. Oh yes, we'd have got an alert if we'd lost any, so that's great. We might actually keep them all. No. Hera has improved 2.7. That's a very good amount to improve, especially for this time. She's 52.73. Let's see. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. See at the bottom, -5 for academic stress, 0.5 for enjoying LCM dance, blah blah blah. Yes, yes. 0.3 from enjoying the local committee session. That means she found the MySet.net session so fun, it improved her motivation by points. And she liked learning skills in that same session by 0.6 points. That's not much, but that, obviously, when you look at how little it improves, that 0.6 is very important. Let's see. Oh, she took part in cold calling. Actually, that tells me what the team did. I forgot to ask for statistic reports, and I should have done so Wednesday, Thursday. Oh dear. Oh well, I'll do that after this meeting. silly me, but I know that the AIESEC team must have cold called companies. That's very good. And Hera took part in that, and she improved 2 motivations from the fun of it. I have to admit I don't find cold calling fun, but she did. And she improved 0.6 from learning. She improved her motivation from learning skills in that activity. What skill did she improve? She improved presentation skills by 6.3 from cold calling alone. Well done. And 0.6 from the LCM session. That was at my AIESEC.net session. So her IT skills are very high. They're like VP high now. Still needs to improve her teamwork, and hopefully she will do that with this next session tomorrow. I'm going to stop the recording in a minute. Just let me finish the audit of how today, and you haven't improved much at all. 0.1. Oh dear, he didn't take part in the session. I wonder why. Motivation maybe not high enough. Oh dear, but he's still positive. That's something. I'm going to send you an encouraging message. Think of taking more responsibility. Lucy, 0.8, not, oh dear, could lose her, still. Yeah, she didn't do much either. Doing well. Brenda, seems only here who might have taken part. 0.6 again. Yeah, see, none of these have got improved their presentation, so they didn't take part. I think you're doing well, you are doing well. Even though you didn't take part, but at least you did the LCM session. Carol, oh, you must have taken part. Look at that, 2.7, yes. 2 from cold calling companies, yes. And his presentation is high, and his IT. Yeah, Carol and Hera are likely going to be our sub-team leaders, assuming we succeed in our mission. Which I think we will. We're doing well. You're doing well. Clara, oh, Clara as well. You're good. You took part. Okay, I'm happy with that. It was the first team meeting, and I had half the team. Well, not me. Girls' Sam had half the team taking part. That's very good. You're doing well. How did the other team fare? They were worse. Let me see. Oh, Agnieszka, you didn't take part. And whatever Till did. Right. I'm taking on more responsibility. Please do. Jana, you didn't take. Oh, Jana, that's low. She could leave. So you're doing well. Eloy, you didn't take part either, but you're a bit higher. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I wonder what Till did. Won't find out yet. Ah, Miriam, she took part. What was it? Researching. So Till must have researched the TMs available on AIESEC.net for whatever reason. Okay. And she's improved her IT skill by 12.3. Now if you see the AIESEC team, it's by 6. That's because their IT skills were only improved by the local committee meeting. But Till in the AIESEC team chose an activity that improved their IT skills, researching on AIESEC.net, so she's improved by 12.3. 6.3 from the team activity and 6 from the LCM. Now that 6.3 was very dependent on Till's IT scores, which as you see are very high, 86.58. So he's helped Miriam improve by that amount. Very good. Mohammed, actually let me just say Miriam, well done. Well done. Mohammed, no, you didn't join. Yeah. And you could leave. Oh, but I can't email you, you thought I was stalking you down. Sabrina, oh, bad for the AIESEC team, bad. You're doing well. And think of taking on more responsibility. Now, because so few took part in the activity, that means probably Till is a bit demotivated. Let me see. Till only improved his motivation by 0.1. So -3 from academic stress, so VPs only lose 3 from academic stress. That's still going to affect him. And 0.23 from leading the team. Okay. I bet Sam gained more from leading her team because more of her team took part. Let's see. 4.4 from leading the team, yes, and learning skills. Very good. And Roshni, 18.8. She led the whole LC. Roshni is, if we keep all our members, Roshni's motivation will take care of itself because she will gain more happiness from. She'll be improving 22.2 for improving their IT skills in our AIESEC.net session. It's very good. But if we only chose motivational sessions, she wouldn't be improving their skills, just their motivation. And really, she improves her motivation by developing their skills. That's the thing. So if we had picked GCM, that would be a lot lower. And if we had fewer members, it would be a lot lower too, and she'd quit. But as we have so many members, she's doing very well. Okay. Right, but can we keep them again? Well, we'll find out in part 3. And now that our members aren't completely quitting, this should go a lot faster. So hopefully we can get this whole thing done in just 4 videos, I think. Okay, thank you very much.